Looking to get more trigger time but the cost of ammo getting you down? Do you live in a city where it's difficult to own real steel? For about 15 bucks you can make several of these targets and shoot in the privacy of your own home with an airsoft pistol.
For the build, these are the items I'm going to be using. I'll talk more in depth as the video goes on. We're going to start by marking off 2 squares. Each square will be 6 by 4.5 inches. Now the type of sheet metal I'm using is a 24 by 12 inch piece that's 22 gauge. Now use a pair of sheet metal scissors to carefully cut along the line. Now the first cut may be a little difficult because it's a rather long cut. You may have to bend the sheet metal a little bit to get your scissors all the way in the middle. That's okay because we can actually straighten that out later. I'm using a deburring tool to dull the edges of the sheet metal. You definitely want to do something to the edges so that way you don't cut yourself. If you don't own one of these tools, you can also use a simple metal file. That will work as well. After cutting the squares out, you want to rough them up with some sandpaper, and that way they'll hold the paint better. Now I'm taking a piece of sheet metal and I'm cutting some tabs that are 1/2 inch by 2.5 inch long. I'm going to use these to hold the target onto the stand. So on one end of the tab, I'm going to use a 3/16 inch drill bit and drill a single hole. On the opposite end, I'm going to use a 3/32 inch drill bit and drill 2 small holes. At the end, it'll look like this. This is a 1/2 inch slip-on end cap, and I'm going to drill a 3/16 inch hole in the center. Now attach the tab to the end cap by using a metal screw. You can use any small screw for this purpose. For the build, I'm using a number 10 32 by 3/4 inch metal screw. If you have any parts during the build that were bent, you can take a pair of pliers and just gently bend them back into shape. Now back to the 6 by 4.5 inch plate. Place 2 marks near the top, about 1.5 inches apart, and then take your 3/32 inch drill bit and make 2 small holes. Alright, almost done. Time to put everything together. The green thing is a twist tie. It's nothing more than plastic coated safety wire. We're going to use it to attach the plate to our tab. To secure your plate, just run the twist tie through the small holes that you've drilled and then secure it in the back. And that way the plate will hang freely and will sway when hit.
Now some cool video of these targets in action. These targets represent a 1/4 scale of an 18 by 24 inch real steel target. You only have to place them 1/4 of the distance away to get the same sight picture. Here the targets are only 10 feet away. In real life, that would be the equivalent of shooting an 18 by 24 inch plate 40 feet. Thanks for watching, and if you want to learn how to make those stands, see my other video.